We are now ready to move on to the final block of your study, the post-questions block. As described in slides 9 and 13, create a new block by clicking Advanced Options in the top right-hand corner of the survey editor and Add Block. Then, label your block Post Questions. Create a new question as described in slide number 10. However, now we will be using multiple choice and matrix style items. You are required to include at least 2 verified psychological scales in your study. Most of these example scales will be employing a Likert Scale format. This is a common format where participants are asked to rate their agreement or disagreement with a given statement to determine their attitudes and emotions towards themselves or any other topic of interest. In this format, scale statements are pasted in the left-hand column, and scale points, otherwise known as level of agreement, are indicated across the top of the matrix. You should also randomize the presentation of your statements to ensure that you do not get any unnecessary biases via priming by forcing people to answer one question before another. To do this, click on the square at the top left corner of the question marked with a gear, as indicated in slide number 33. Select Randomization. Please note, this is different from block randomization, which we used earlier. This will open a smaller dialog window that is labeled Choice Randomization. Please know that choice is the same as statements in this case. Select the second option, randomize the order of all choices. You should continue to label your questions as demonstrated in slide number 35. To do this, click on the text labeled Q followed by a number, and change that text to something that is descriptive of your scale. In this example, I have used self-esteem. You can also choose to have a grid of circles, or you can choose to present scale points in a drop-down menu as demonstrated in a later slide. To do this, click on the circle marked drop-down list in the subsection of answers available in the sidebar of your selected question. Please note that under very few circumstances will you want to use multiple answers. This can confound your results, especially when you want a single answer. The difference between these two types are indicated by the shape of the item in the grid. Single answers are indicated using a circle, whereas multiple answers are indicated using a square. This is an example of what drop-down menus will look like. Remember, you must have at least 2 validated scales in your survey. In order to add another scale, create a new question and edit the item type to a matrix question. Consider randomizing the presentation of all your post questions. To do this, click on Block Options and choose Randomize the order of all questions as indicated on slide 37. Select Advanced Randomization in order to provide detailed instructions as to how you would like to have your questions randomized. All of your post questions are presented in the window labeled Fixed Display Order, as indicated in slide number 39. Select all of these questions and using the arrow, move them into the green box at the top of the dialog box labeled Randomize Questions. Then, at the bottom of the window, where it reads Questions per Page, indicate that you want to show only one question on each page as indicated in slide 40. If you have certain eligibility criteria above and beyond age, consider using the branch logic option available and described on slide number 41. You can organize your blocks in order to channel participants to a certain content. Say, for example, you are only interested in testing English-speaking Americans, or you are not interested in testing English-speaking Americans. You can do so by using the Survey Flow button available at the top of your Survey Editor window. This will open an internal dialog box that demonstrates the branching logic of the survey as automatically generated by Qualtrics. In short, eligibility criteria means that participants who meet the eligibility criteria will be funneled into the conditions block and the post questions block. In order to do this, select Add Below for your pre-questions block, as this is where the branching logic will begin. Select Branch from the yellow dialog box that is generated. Then, enter your eligibility conditions in the subsequent blue branch, as indicated on slide 44. Click Add a Condition to generate the necessary coding blocks. In this example, I have built a branch that only allows participants who do not identify as multiracial or other to continue to the body of the survey. Once you have created this branch, click on the blocks marked Conditions and Post Questions using the button marked Move. Click and drag those branches into your target branch. You must also include a thank you message to your participants. This can be done by clicking on the Survey Options button in the upper left-hand corner of your Survey Editor window. This will generate another dialog box with a series of options. Before we continue, let's make sure that all of our options are correct. You should disable the back button. You should also enable Save and Continue. This will allow your participants to leave and come back to the survey. Give your survey a proper title. This will appear at the top of the browser window when participants are visiting your survey website. You can also include a meta description, but this is not necessary. You should also prevent ballot stuffing and prevent indexing. To add a custom thank you message, choose Custom End of Survey Message in the box marked Survey Termination. Click on the box marked Load a Saved Message. Select your library and then select a new message in the final dialog box. This will create yet another dialog box labeled Create a New Message. Edit your description to read, Thank you. In the box, provide a short message that indicates to their participant that their survey is now complete. Click the button marked Save. This will bring you back to your Survey Options box. Click Save Changes at the bottom right-hand corner. We are now ready to preview your survey. This should be done by you as well as someone who is unfamiliar with your survey. When we spend a lot of time with our surveys, we often forget to notice certain inconsistencies or confusing questions. Please make sure that you have at least 2 other people who are not part of your group or in this class complete your survey. Click on the Preview Survey tab at the top of the Survey Editor window. This will open a new browser tab or window that will allow you to experience your survey as a participant. Before you distribute your survey, share your survey with me by clicking My Surveys tab at the top of your Survey Editor window, as indicated on slide number 53. This will take you back to your original list of surveys in the Qualtrics homepage. At this point, you should not have as many as I do, but maybe you are already deeply involved in multiple research projects. Look for the survey for this class to the right and click the button marked Collaborate, as indicated on slide number 54. This will open a dialog box that allows you to share the survey with me and with other members of your group when applicable. Enter the user's name in the window, and when it appears in the dialog box, click Add. Because this is my survey, my own name does not come up. When you do add a line to your survey, be sure to check all available boxes, including Edit, View Results, Activate and Deactivate, Copy and Distribute. Click the Save button in the lower right-hand corner to continue. Finally, we are ready to distribute your survey. In the top tabs, click the button marked Distribute Survey. You can find this tab in your Survey Editor window or in any other editor window available. This will take you to the distribution page as indicated in slide number 58. Click Activate Your Survey to collect responses. After a moment, Qualtrics will generate an anonymous survey link, which you can copy and paste in an email or social media post. Participants who click on this link will automatically be directed to your survey. You can also use this link to ask friends to preview your survey, but make sure that you take note of the time when you actually post it and start collecting real data. That way, you can eliminate your testers after. Congratulations on completing your Qualtrics survey. In case you are having any difficulties, you can download the template survey that we just built at the link available in the document and edit the survey for your project. In order to do this, simply create a new survey and click Advanced Options. Under Advanced Options, choose Import Survey. This will open the dialog window. Choose the downloaded file labeled COM300-600-QSF and import. All of the questions, as well as any logic, will be imported. This will allow you to build your survey without concern about proper branching logic. Good luck!